Hello there and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to talk about leveling, and more specifically we're going to talk about all of the leveling changes coming in the War Within pre-patch. There are a ton of leveling changes coming in this pre-patch, including XP amounts, changes to Chromie Time, default leveling, flying, Dracthyrs, Warbands, all that good stuff is coming in the pre-patch, and we're going to talk about that in this video. But before we jump into that, guys, just want to shout out my Twitch, twitch.tv/MrGM. If you want to see me stream World of Warcraft, War Within Beta, Season of Discovery, any sort of WoW, we're on twitch.tv/MrGM every single day. Right, so yes, the War Within pre-patch is coming up extremely soon. As of the recording of this video, we do not know the release date of the pre-patch. However, we do know the release of the expansion, which is the end of August, so no doubt this pre-patch will likely be dropping during the month of July, which is pretty soon, and this pre-patch definitely brings in a ton of great features, including just major changes to leveling, which we're going to talk about today. So let's start off with the changes to the XP amounts. So as of pre-patch, there's going to be some major reductions in the amount of XP it takes to level. So there is specific reductions between each level, but working on averages, it's around about a 20% reduction from level 20 to 50, then from 50 to 60, so around a 20 to 40% reduction, and then the biggest jump is from 60 to 70, and this will have a 75 to 80% reduction across the board on the amount of XP it takes to level. This just seems to be a way of them normalizing the leveling to make it seem like it's pretty much the same speed it is right now, but with extra 10 levels. So yeah, the level cap is also going to be 80 as of the War Within, if you didn't know, so that's going to be the new level cap once the expansion launches. So kind of adjacent to leveling amounts, this is actually a War Within feature, but I'll mention it just because it's pretty huge. So as of the War Within launch, there's going to be a new set of achievements. This is called the Warband Mentor Achievements, and there are 5 different variants of this. So basically, every time you reach level 80 on a character, you'll actually get an account-wide XP increase going up in increments of 5%. So if you get one character to level 80, all of your previous ults from level 1 to 80 will get 5% additional experience. With 2 characters, it's 10%. With 3, it's 15. With 4, it's 20. And then finally, the final one is if you have 5 level 80 characters, you're going to get an additional 25% from level 1 to 80, which is actually a massive jump. That is an account-wide achievement that will affect all of your characters. But as mentioned, getting to level 80 is a War Within thing, but I thought I'd just mention it. So for default leveling in the pre-patch is actually going to be a big change here. So as of the game right now, it is Battle for Azeroth is the default leveling experience, but as of pre-patch, it will be switching over to Dragonflight. Yes, Dragonflight will be the default leveling experience from level 10 to 70. So if you didn't pick Chromie Time, this is kind of the path it's going to take you on. However, you can pick Chromie Time if you'd like, but we'll talk about Chromie Time in a minute. But yes, if you want to level kind of a regular character, going through the Dragon Isles from level 10 to 70 is going to be the way to do it. I recently did this on the beta. It was a lot of fun. The scaling feels really nice, actually. There's a few little bugs here and there, but obviously those will be squished, I'm sure. But yes, this leveling is the Dragon Isles only, so the 4 zones of the Dragon Isles will be the zones you're going in. This will feature adventure mode, so you will be able to jump into like the zone that you'd like to level in. The Dream Surge event is not active, so you won't be getting the XP increase from that, so don't expect that. But you can just level through world quests, side quests, main story quests, if you like to. You could also do follower dungeons from level 10 to 70 as well. Follower dungeons being a new feature in the game where you kind of do a dungeon with NPCs. That will be available to level in. The XP is not great, but you can complete dungeon quests with that, so that's really cool. But as mentioned, Dragon Isles is going to be the kind of place you level. The endgame zones there, like Cavern, Forbidden Reach, Emerald Dream, are all level 70 still, so those won't be an option to level in. In early alpha they were, but not anymore. So unfortunately, yeah, you're just going to be in the Dragon Isles doing those 4 zones, but there's plenty of quests and activities to do to get you to level 70. So moving into Chromie Time, I mentioned Chromie Time briefly. Chromie Time is getting an update, of course. Chromie Time will now be from level 10 to 71 as of beta. It might be 70 at some point, but yeah, as of beta it's 71, which is interesting. Of course, you'll have all of the options there, including Battle for Azeroth now, scaling up to 71. Dragonflight is also an option on there, so you can pick any any expansion you'd like, just to level through. But no major changes to Chromie Time beyond the kind of increase of level on that one. Going into some pretty major changes to riding and flying. I did do a full video on this, so if you want to like a detailed breakdown, of course I will link the video in the top right of the screen right now or in the description below. But we'll kind of do the abridged version here. So there's some pretty major changes to riding speeds and riding levels. So from level 10, you'll get Journeyman riding, which is 100% riding. At level 20, you will get Expert riding, which was previously 150%, but now at 220%. You'll also get Sky riding, which is current Dragon riding at level 20 as well. This will be capped at 705% outside of the Dragon Isles, but on the Dragon Isles, it will still remain at 830%. And that is, yeah, you get that at level 20, which is pretty wild. You will also get an ability to switch flight styles. So as a pre-patch, you will be able to switch between flight styles, being the kind of dynamic flight like Dragon riding and the steady flying, which is like the TBC flying. This is currently a 5-second cast and does affect Druid flight form and Dracthyr soar. So you will be able to do steady flying as a Dracthyr in the pre-patch, and you will be able to do Dragon riding on a Druid flight form as well, which is really cool. So yeah, that's at level 20. And then at level 30, you get your final level of riding, and this is Master riding. This was previously 310% at steady flying, but is now 420% at level 30. So the Master flying, the Epic flying, has been increased by 110% in speed, which is really cool. As for the Sky riding talent tree, or the previous Dragon glyph system, this has been just completely streamlined. They've removed a bunch of abilities and made them passive. If you're brand new to the game, these will automatically unlock as you level. So you don't need to fly through the glyphs anymore. You will just unlock these naturally through leveling. But if you've already unlocked them on a previous character, the whole tree will be unlocked for you the moment you do unlock Sky riding, which is really cool. There is one choice node though, which is just a choice whether or not you want someone to do the ride along feature. But other than that, yeah, the whole tree is just kind of unlocked on all of your ults, which is really nice. But yeah, the glyphs are not going away though. The Dragon riding glyphs, these are just going to be achievement based with different like rewards from that as well coming in the future. But yeah, Sky riding tree, pretty pointless honestly, but yeah, it's going to be there if you'd like to access it. Just kind of one more note on Sky riding. As of beta, if you go to the Dragon Isles at level 10, it does automatically unlock Sky riding. As mentioned, it was level 20 if you just do it normally, but for some reason, when you go to the Dragon Isles at level 10, it unlocks it. So I don't know if that's a bug, but yeah, if you do choose to level in the Dragon Isles, you will be able to Sky ride from level 10 across the Dragon Isles, which definitely helps a lot with the leveling experience. But yeah, moving on into the next thing, which is Dracthyr Evokers. So Dracthyr Evokers are getting a pretty major change in pre-patch. They will now start at level 10. Right now they start at level 58. That is a massive jump down, so they're going to be starting at level 10. There is no option right now to skip the starting zone, so you will have to do the starting zone at level 10. That brings you out around about level 17. Then obviously you'll be able to choose Chromie Time or Dragonfly or whatever you want to kind of level through from there. But yeah, Dracthyr Evokers are getting a bit of a nerf in regards to what level they start at, but yeah, it makes sense. It's kind of the natural thing. Finally as well, we're going to talk about a pretty major feature coming in the War Within pre-patch, and that is Warbands. Warbands will be active as of the pre-patch. So a couple things to note with this and kind of leveling. Reputation will be account-wide for Dragonflight and War Within factions. So if you've got like max renown on your Dragonflight factions, all of your future ults will have that already unlocked, which is really nice. And yeah, War Within as well. Any previous legacy reputations before Dragonflight currently are not going to be account-wide as of pre-patch, but that is something they are actively working on. You'll also have a brand new Warband bank. This is an account-wide bank. This is a great feature and going to really help with leveling. You can send Warband items, which are kind of a new type of item, which is essentially like account-bound items. You can share gold very easily through the Warband bank. You can use materials, like crafting materials, through the Warband bank as well, which is really, really helpful. And there is also a toy which gives you access to the Warband bank from anywhere. This is obtained through a very simple quest in Tanaris, but it does have a 2-hour cooldown. But this cooldown can be reduced by getting more max level characters through an achievement. But yeah, 2-hour cooldown for kind of like accessing the bank anywhere. But the way to access your Warband bank in general is just any banker in the world. Also with Warbands, flight paths will be account wide. So any flight path you've unlocked on any other character will be kind of already unlocked on all your ults. So that's going to help out a lot. Little side note on that, once the expansion launches and you unlock all the flight paths around Kaz Algar, your Kaz Algar flight paths will be increased by 25% speed. So yeah, nice little feature there. And finally, with Warbands, exploration. So the map isn't actually explored automatically. This is not going to be a feature of Warbands. They did state that. But you can still use the scouting map items, which is great. And the best thing, obviously, with account-wide achievements is that you won't get the achievement spam anymore. So that's going to be really nice for other people around you. There is also a new exploration toy coming in the War Within pre-patch. This is called the Warband map to everywhere all at once. This is a reward from the Dynamic Duo achievement, which is to reach max level with 2 characters. Don't know if that achievement's going to get changed, because at the moment, obviously, we have it unlocked, because max level is 70, and that toy just unlocks the kind of map across the board for exploration. But yeah, if you want to go and explore the map, that will not happen automatically on your ults. So yeah, there you go, guys. That is all of the kind of leveling changes coming in the War Within pre-patch. As mentioned, when the War Within launches, we will have a new level cap of 80, 10 more levels to smash through Khazalgar, 4 new zones, and yeah, it's a good time. I've been doing a lot of leveling with that, but as of pre-patch, there are some pretty major changes coming, and it's going to definitely speed up your leveling. One final thing to note, actually, Mop Remix will be happening during the pre-patch, it seems, so you're going to be leveling pretty fast on that with these reduced XP amounts. So keep that in mind, of course, with the pre-patch. And obviously as well with pre-patch, you'll get class changes and things like that, which are definitely going to change up your leveling, of course. But yes, leveling changes in the pre-patch are looking very, very good for sure. So thank you very much for watching, guys. Let me know down below what you think of all of these changes coming in the pre-patch. I'm super excited. I think this is going to be one of the best pre-patches in a very, very long time. So yeah, guys, if you like this video, please do leave a like on it and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you want to support me outside of YouTube, I'm also on Patreon and I'm on Twitter at MrGMYT, and I have a partner Discord channel as well. And as mentioned, I am streaming on twitch.tv/MrGM. You're going to see me streaming World of Warcraft, War Within beta. We've been diving deep into the beta. It's been a lot of fun. Launch is coming up soon as well, so we're going to be kind of increasing our beta testing, which is super fun. So guys, if you want to check me out, I'm over on twitch.tv/MrGM every single day. And with that, guys, I'll see you next time.